So tell us about yourself.
I am a mother of 3, married, work in New York City right now. Have pretty much worked in New York City all my life. It was a beautiful day. Excuse me. I remember walking to work after I got off the ferry and thinking, I really don't want to go to work today. It's just such a beautiful day. I wish I could just not be in work. So I walked up Broadway and I kind of stalled a little bit. I was early and I said, let me just go in the stores around here, and I went into Century 21 and just thinking, I still don't want to go to work. I don't know why I felt so strongly about that.
Where was your work located?
My job was located at One World Trade Center. I was on the 44th floor, the sky lobby of the first building. And I just remembered enjoying being in the World Trade Center because I did love working there. I was up by the copier. My manager, she was sitting down talking on the phone. All of a sudden this loud boom came about and the building shook, and we had about 40 plaques of our past presidents of our association on the wall. They all came down. The lights flickered. My manager put down the phone and her and I just hugged each other like, what was that? And I didn't have a window in my office, so I went to someone else's office, looked out, and I could see debris coming from above us. And I said to her, whatever happened above us, because we thought maybe something exploded in the kitchen, from the cafeteria, because it was just so close. And the vibrations and the building shaking and trembling, and then we thought it was an earthquake too. We just had no idea what it was. It was just so powerful, whatever it was. And I said I'm going to leave. I'm not going to stay here. So I just grabbed my stuff, whatever I could, and just headed for the stairwell. When I got in the stairwell, there were a lot of people in there already, but everybody was calm because nobody knew what happened. And there was a guy in the stairwell. He had a cell phone, and he was able to still have service, so he was talking to somebody on the phone, and he found out that the building was hit by a plane, but we still didn't have any idea what magnitude was involved. We thought maybe just one of those small, like Cessna planes, maybe. I think if any of us had any idea what had happened, it would have been a lot of chaos and panic. There was water gushing, I remember, from the stairwell, the stairwell. And so we had to take off our shoes, and when we got to the bottom and the doors opened up, the security guards were just telling us to run and don't look back. Got outside and just started looking up at the building and just saw the 2 buildings burning, half of them on fire. I saw some things that I was really pretty much affected by, and I said I can't stay here and watch this. And that was bodies falling from the top. People were standing on top of the towers and just hoping to be rescued, I guess. And they were falling or jumping. And I decided I was going to head towards the ferry and try and get out of the city right now while I could. And that's what I did. At that time, which I didn't know, that's when the buildings came down. And here I was in the ferry terminal waiting to get on the ferry. And all this commotion started happening, and then the ferry terminal started getting engulfed by smoke and debris and like a big cloud. So by then the doors opened to the ferry, and I got onto the boat. I remember helping this man, though. He was blind, and he had to go to Staten Island to work. And I led him on to the ferry, and when we got to to sit down on the boat, people were grabbing their life preservers, and here I was. I had taken this ferry for like 30 years, and I've never ever seen anybody grab a life preserver. This time, everybody on the boat had a life preserver on.
So how did this tragedy affect your perspectives on life?
I don't take every day for granted. I know that. I am thankful for every day, because you never know. You just don't know what can happen. And it's a different world that we live in today. You have these people out there that are looking to hurt you, and they'll go to the extent of hurting themselves to hurt you, to hurt us. So I guess just be thankful for every day and for your family and your friends that you have.